Welcome back to the show.
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? I've been sick for a while. I have a...
You gonna tell everyone what really happened?
My knee is screwed up. My discus is... I ripped it. I got to get surgery. It's on and off. So by the time I wobble in here and get things together, it's not too easy. I've already missed like 2 Comic-Cons we're invited to. And I just responded to them today because I'm sitting here for a while. I'll be home in bed for like 2 weeks. So I'll be doing shows within the bed or on bed or while I'm in the bed or sitting here in front of a mic or something like that.
You're not going to tell everyone how I was right, that you needed surgery?
I never said you were wrong about that.
Really?
Yeah, the doctor was right too. Wait. First off, if you love movies, comics, toys, collectibles, if you love superheroes, animation, Lego, just knowing what everybody's talking about or school or online or all that good stuff, this episode's for you. All right, now go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, let's start the show.
All right, let's start the show. First thing we're going to jump to is movies, and then James K. Price is going to be on with us. He is a voiceover artist, actor. He's got a voice that'll, I don't know, I fell in love with. All right, let's start the show.
Welcome to Comic-Con.
Where once a year, sci-fi buffs take their lips
Dude, what
off.
a bunch of freaking nerdos.
Good to see I'm white and nerdy. Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I'm a nerd too.
Your personality.
So first up, movies and TV. Superhero movies are shifting gears again. This is unbelievable. Studios are realizing that the bigger is not always better, and fans they want stories that can feel. Just not explosions, and Marvel's building excitement around.
Now, how do you know this is a reality at this time?
Because Wonder Man. Reviews came out. Wonder Man is out, and the reviews are like thumbs up across the board.
Have you seen Wonder Man?
No, I got a link to watch the advanced thing of it, and I just don't have time to do it. I think it's gonna expire.
Okay, but
comes
how
out
many
next year.
Twilight shows have you seen? Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone is on the side of me. So if I'm doing work in the studio, I can put Twilight Zone on because I'm not going to get in depth and go, look, I'm turning away from the mic. Oh my God, I got to watch this. I got to watch this. Do you know what I mean? I put on movies that you don't watch in the studio because it's nice to have noise. But here we go. Wonder Man holds a high approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes at 90% at launch. All right. Critics are going crazy for it. They are saying it is the buddy comedy, something close that affects heavy blockbuster movies. Instead of those pew, 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 zaps and booms, all stuff like that, it is a buddy comedy. I don't want to know about it yet. I don't want to get too in depth into it till I see it because I liked Wonder Man, especially when he was in the West Coast Avengers, and they are changing gears. I don't think he's the same evil guy that he was. He was a bad guy. And Kingpin worked on him and gave him superpowers.
Wasn't
and he
he a
went
selfish guy?
Yeah, he was. It's some of that. I think this guy,
who's hotter looking?
Oh, it's a comic book. I'm not going to make out with a comic book, but I'll make out with a real
There's
star.
so many people who go and ejaculate over images. What are you talking about?
I don't know those people. So Wonder Man premieres on Disney Plus January 27th. It's this week. So we'll see it. 8-episode limited series on our Marvel Spotlight banner. So, quick question, you guys, and I like throwing this on the social media. Would you rather watch a movie that's funny, exciting, or meaningful, or all three? What do you think?
All the above.
So, you want a movie that's funny, exciting, and meaningful? You like all three?
Yeah.
All right. And then, actually...
Wait, what about you?
I don't care if it's funny, exciting, or meaningful. It can be each one individually as long as it's a good movie.
Well, that wasn't an
series.
option.
It said all three.
No.
Do you want? I said, do you want a movie that's funny, exciting, or meaningful, or all three? And I said it doesn't make a difference. It could be all three for me.
You didn't say good.
Yeah, funny, exciting, or meaningful. It could be funny as long as it's good. It can be exciting as long as it's good. That's all I care about. All right. It's got to have an emotional connection, representation, and stories that people can relate to real fast. That's all I want. Seriously.
So what was the last movie that did all that for you?
Probably the last movie that did that for me. Shoot, let me think.
I know a rerun. That was like Avengers Endgame.
God, I can't think of something that was... I guess the last Avatar, if I'm thinking of Avatar, the first Avatar did that to me.
Were you talking about the cartoon?
No, Avatar, the movie.
The very first Avatar.
Yeah, that one was fantastic. The
You're
other
in
ones,
love with them. But you haven't watched the third one. Third
I haven't
one's not
watched
so
it.
bad.
Yeah, I heard it's long though, so I don't want to watch it. Stranger Things season 1. That's a series. I fell in love with it. As they went on, I just got kind of. I still haven't finished the last season.
I don't think you like the
finale.
twist.
Anything.
Like how that bad guy, how they created the bad guy.
Yeah, I really don't think, and I kind of think they're going ways that I don't want to really see it. The first, I guess, Back to the Future, Saul did that. It was funny. He was sad. He lost Doc, his parents, an emotional thing. And then the other ones aren't as good as the first one. I like them, but they're just not as good.
No.
I'm trying to think of something else. Anything else? I don't know. Forrest Gump. Like one of those movies, like Forrest Gump or What's Eating Gilbert Grape, I love. You know what I talked to my friends about the other day? So I walk into the room. This is at work at one of the games, and all the girls are talking around the table. And I walked in, and I had to talk to my boss. I said, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "Whoa, everybody stop for a second. Do you know what this reminds me of?" And they said, "What?" Jerry Maguire. When Jerry Maguire walked in, and the guys walked in and go, "What are you saying?" I'm like, he goes, "Does," because they were doing chit chat. I thought that was funny. She doesn't. All right, let's jump keys now. Are you guys ready for some comic books? Let's talk about comics. Comics, because comics often test ideas before movies do. That's why I want to do this. One of the biggest stories that's hitting the comic book scene is Ultimate Spider-Man, which shows an older Peter Parker balancing real life responsibility and being a hero. Parents love it. Teens relate to it. That's why it's such a hit. X-Men are also rebooting with X-Men from Ashes. Now, this one, if you want to see, is focusing on belonging, difference, and standing up for yourself. Huge themes for younger ones. At DC, Batman Absolute Power asked a serious question: what does protection turn into control? You see what I mean? Like, these are great ways, and I love the way the movies are actually. Disney and Marvel and DC are doing that. They're going to the comic books and they're changing it, especially with not Zack Snyder. Is it Zack Snyder? Who's the new one? Who's the new guy who took over DC? What's his name?
Gunn.
James Gunn. He's actually said he's sitting down. He did a recent article. I was watching Entertainment Night. He goes, I got comic books all over the place, and I'm looking at comic books to get ideas from it. And he said, and backed it up, he said, comic books are a great storyline to get something to build off for a movie. And I think he goes, a lot of people lost focus of that over the years of making these movies. They're like, oh, we got to do this because people like this. And a great point of this is The Walking Dead. When The Walking Dead first came out, the TV series, it was on point with everything from the comic books. And not everybody reads comic books. They get into movies first. So they were just blown away about, wow, this is a great storyline. And the whole series lost its steam when the comic book veered off from the comic book and everything else. So, big takeaway with this.
What do you think? That's what there's rumor that the Scarlet Witch is going to do her own solo project with the mutants. And so the series where she says, no more mutants.
Yeah.
That's going to be played out.
I don't know. It could. I don't know.
Now, I'm surprised you didn't mention about the new Spider-Man comic book, Ultimate Spider-Man, bringing in and introducing Miles Morales in this world.
He's been introduced for a while.
Well, so
not in that world.
Spider-Man.
You know what? There are a lot of things we don't know about and I'm jumping back to movies, that the new Doomsday and the new Secret Wars that's coming out, we don't know exactly. And I know a lot of multiverse things, and they're trying to hide things and they're not doing things because the Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man are not in that movie.
Well, you know that the Funko
Morales
Pops were released. So Godlike Loki's there. Chris Hemsworth is regular. Fantastic Four is there already. Those are the biggest surprises. But there is some talks from James Gunn confirming about a dynamic duo animated movie. But one thing that is all over the place is Jason Momoa as Lobo in the new Supergirl.
I love
so
that.
Is that James Gunn following the comic books or not?
I don't know. I don't know if he ever appeared. Yeah, he did appear with Supergirl a few times. He appeared with everybody. But I don't know. When James Gunn's got more creativity, and he's looking at the comic books. If he's veering off, he likes to keep true to how the comic books are. And there's another thing too. A lot of people know Lobo from Superman the Animated Series, so he might
I know
be.
A lot of people do.
A lot do from Superman the Animated Series.
Gentlemen do, but not.
So he
ladies.
might veer it that way based on the character, the way he was that way. You never know. So here's the takeaway: comics were creators take risks. And those risks shape movies, shows, and games later. So remember that. All right, let's jump real fast. I want to jump into toys before we get into this interview real fast. Companies like Lego are designing sets mainly for teens and adults right now, right? Retro themes, detailed builds, and display-worthy models. I've got to say this. I have seen a whole difference, and it's been in the last, what is this year? Have you noticed that? Jaws. What was the other one we saw? There was Jaws, The Daily Bugle, Back to the Future. Now they're going to do E.T. They're coming out with E.T., which is very, very... I've only found this out from a friend. E.T.'s rumored on the table. But they're doing a lot of retro things because they're veering away from the younger crowd because the Legos are so expensive now. And they realize that people, a.k.a. myself, what I can see here right now, I got a Stranger Things box set. It's just freaking huge. With the upside down and the other world. I won't open it. And I got Indiana Jones to my left, 2 Indiana Joneses, a Super Star Destroyer, the Haunted Mansion. I don't want to open them.
Yeah, you did move the Stranger Things. I know, and then your son has a whole bunch of Sonic.
Yeah.
That is not open up.
But the retro
Minions.
ones. But have you noticed the retro ones are just bigger coming out? Back to the Future, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jaws, Adidas shoes, a boombox. What did that? They put Voltron out.
Let me ask you this.
And they're going to...
Which
He-Man's coming out now, too.
Which Lego right now is the most expensive Lego set after market value?
I'd have to say something with Star Wars.
The Millennium Falcon set, 10179. It came out in 2007.
That's the 101. It's so bad.
5,195 pieces. That's when we just started dating. And what's the current value? What do you think is the highest bid?
$9,000, $9,000, $10,000?
$12,000.
But it's when it's in the box, right?
What do you think?
That's why I don't open them.
And then right after that, it's the Death Star. But Taj Mahal, the first version, comes next. Castle sets, and then Pirates.
How much is the, and we have it downstairs, the Daily Bugle, because everybody keeps telling me it's worth a lot now if it's sealed because they stopped printing them.
Why do you do that?
No, because it's the one downstairs. How much is it? Still regular value? I'm just curious about this before we get in more.
Okay.
Here we go.
How about the 5,000? What's Darth Vader's battleship?
It's a Super Star Destroyer.
Okay, not too bad. Spider-Man Lego 76178, the Daily Bugle, 3,772 pieces. New, often around $500.
Oh, that's all right. Except that worth that much. All right.
Just people that just talk.
All right, so high-end collectibles like from Hot Toys are so realistic. They look like pieces of art, and this is what people like. A lot of these Legos are getting built and put in the houses. I don't talk about the Legos so much, and I'm getting into this because I am recently talking to all the Lego Comic-Cons. They want us to come out there and walk around and talk to people and stuff. So I do have Legos, and that's another thing I want to touch because there's a lot of cons that are coming across the Bay Area, LA, everywhere around there. But it's a big thing right now. People really do show details, and they add to these Legos all the time.
Well, what did Andre get?
Oh, he got the, what's his name?
Let's see if you remember.
Oh, my God. Link's from, I'm going to say.
Zelda. And he got it lights up as well, too. Yes, there's the jacket. But the thing is about Legos, not all Lego stores will sell all of them. Stranger Things, what city did that come from? Do you remember?
Probably New York.
New York City, yes. So there's other really big Legos coming out, like Lego Art World Map. The largest Lego set currently out is the Eiffel Tower with over 10,000 pieces. There's also the Ultimate Collector Series Death Star, 1,000 grand, Lego Titanic.
So if I did, listen, and you guys see on social media all the time, my studio and crap I put up here. So I think if I built the Death Star, I don't know how, and I didn't want to hire the popcorn bucket is really hard to get now. That's why I have that up there.
That's what you keep saying.
I would display the Death Star hanging it somehow. I would build it. I couldn't.
You know the Lego set when my oldest boys were really young was that one that had the Death Star and he had all the little figurines. Oh, the one that was in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The Tom Holland version. but they didn't want to buy. It was $400.
That's nothing today.
400.
Nothing today.
Nothing. Okay, then you
I
better
know.
buy me a new face.
You want to buy a new face? Is that a
That's a
Lego?
thing that
You want
brings
your
Bill's
face?
palsy.
She wants her face built in Legos. Why?
Oh, is that an option?
So Legos are blowing up right now, and they're trending really good. Meanwhile, you ready for this? Who's not trending? Who do you think?
Donald Trump.
Funko is slowing down, focusing on rare and exclusive releases because fans want meaning, not clutter. Thus, I went crazy when I bought the Funko that was from Back to the Future 2 when they were on their hoverboards, which is displayed over in the corner over there. Fantastic. Yeah, they're starting to do that to pick up momentum because Funko is losing steam and money big time right now. And then, let's be honest, Pokemon is still everywhere. New sets heavily on the original characters because nostalgia is powerful, and even for kids who weren't around when Pokemon started, they're still doing it again. All right. So real fast, social media. I love throwing this out to you guys. You guys hit me up, or you can do it at the bottom, wherever you are. Reach out to me. I'd love to hear this. Is a toy still a toy, or does it sit on a shelf and never gets played with? Is that for you? You ever play with your toys? Tell the truth. Don't lie.
Now or back then?
No, now. Do you ever play with the toys?
Toys? I only buy you toys.
You never have a toy.
Tell
Come
me.
on.
You tell me.
You have Wonder Woman shit all over the place.
Oh, no. That's when you buy me the junky one from Target or Walmart.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I bought you the limited edition.
Of what? Of nothing?
Her tiara with her earrings on the little mount.
Broke all over?
You broke it.
No.
This woman has a tendency. I bought her a bracelet that was very expensive. Very expensive. She lost the diamond. She banged it all over the place. She goes, oh, bro. She gave me watches. You're just a rough person. You're very, very rough with things. Just admit you're very, very rough. All right.
I am rough. But hey, just to let everyone know, you did mention Lego and faces. There is a high-end Lego mosaic artist that does photorealistic Lego-style portraits. There's also a Lego 3D head, too. So just let you know, it is out there. But people are still buying Funko because they're more affordable than Legos. Remember, they could go to 10 to 15 bucks. And if someone is lazy, and there's a lot of people who are lazy, they can still do that. But you are right. It's getting oversaturated. If you go to GameStop, there's a huge corner. It's all over there. Pops are everywhere, not special anymore. They're hard to find valuable ones without paying a premium. Desire for higher quality or more meaningful collectibles.
Or I get pissed off because I'll go to the con and go, hey, you got that SpongeBob, the squiggly guy? How much is that? Oh, that's 38. No, he was trying to do 50, 60 bucks.
They overcharge.
And then I go online, I'm like, it's only 14 bucks. No, you can't. That's not the original. That's not the original. That's a third edition. And I'm like, it says original right there. No. And I placed it, boom, boom. It'll be delivered within a week, dude. And I don't. It's $14.99. You're charged. No.
I think the thing about Funko, it's not that it's not popular because it's affordable, but it's not as collectible. Now, what is that thing that is it dying out? Though chicks, chic chicks were buying. There's those Pop Marts.
You talking about those little they look like Munchie cheese, the new ones? No, they're still big. They put them on their backpacks. I just don't fall. There's so many trends now. I'm not even on the 67. Is that the new one? The 67?
That's I just saw some trading cards for a GameStop for wrestlers. The most expensive, more than baseball cards. It's $102 a pack. So, but now do know that, but there are other trading cards. Pokemon is still crazy.
It's crazy.
Magic the Gathering, like the Avatar one, the animation. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still really big and out there right now. So, yeah. But what is this thing called Squishmallows? Supposedly these are plush and character toys, very collectible. In the realm of Beanie Boos and anime plush, like Demon Slayer.
You are talking another language to me that I do not know. I don't know. I think I know what you're talking about. Those new things, everybody buys them. And they're at kiosks, and they charge an arm a leg in them. You know what? There's always those pop... Let me go back a little. So it was Squid... Remember Squid Games? Everybody's selling the masks the toys. And they did these little kiosks in the mall. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden it's dead. And they're stuck with all this.
You think
crap.
that's what's going to happen to? Oh my God,
Pop
No.
Devil Slayer?
Yes.
Demon, the pop thing.
The
Yes.
K-pop huntress, Demon Slayers.
Yes, it's going to happen. Everything happens like that. Then after that, it was that thing with those little animals that Aaron Michael liked. The one with the blue one with the teeth and the red one and those ones, and he used to do music to it. And then all these
But that's not Five Nights at Freddy's, right?
No, it's another one. That was another thing. And then they had a kiosk, and then that died out. They always put stuff in kiosks, whatever's popular, and it dies out, and they're stuck with all this trash. All right, we're going to come right back. Quick interview, and then we're coming right back. We had James K. Price to talk to, voice artist, connoisseur. No, he's a cool cat. Let's talk to him. We'll come right back. And the last thing I want to cover is He-Man. Take a look at it while we're listening to this commercial they did, the preview. You're going to like it. All right, but first, let's get to James K. Price.
I am so lucky I'm at another Comic-Con. I'm with this guy. But hold on, before I mention your name, just talk a little bit. Listen to this.
I could just talk a little bit about something.
Dude, you were like Barry Manilow of voiceovers.
bit,
They
yeah.
say that. Jameson K. Price. What's the K
Yes.
for? Kissing?
Kent. No.
It's kissing. Kent. Kent.
Family name.
So, and I asked you this off camera. Were
Okay.
you a disc jockey first because of that voice?
No, never did radio. I have the radio voice,
Yes.
but it just never went my way. I did other things.
So
a lot of stage work. Some
So are you
TV
an
and
actor
film.
first?
Yeah, actor first.
So what?
Since I was like 10.
So is it more theater or television, movies?
It was theater.
Okay.
A lot of theater, historical theater.
That's where I get the projecting. Like you got to
Outdoor
talk to the crowd across
dramas,
there.
yeah. Or I did stuff for the National Park Service, where we were in like a historical home, a colonial home.
So
and
how
playing
did you
different
go
characters
from
and stuff.
that to
So
voiceover?
I was doing a play with Dorothy Fawn, and Dorothy and Tom were doing Digimon,
Yes.
and Dorothy went, I think you might be good at this. She got me in. I was good at it.
So what was the first
So
one
I
you did?
owe everything to Dorothy.
So do you have on here the first one or no? You don't have.
No, I do have a Digimon print, but it's Henry's dad, and that was later on there. I think Oikawa was the first big role I had on Digimon. And he was a villain,
Yeah,
so I
but
started doing a lot of villains.
So we're thinking like the first one. Did you it's usually the casting people and everybody's in there and they're listening through the board, through the wall, because I'm sure this is like a while back while they're on the other side and they're recording you, right?
Yeah.
But did you get it through were you one take Charlie? Like you got it done real fast?
Pretty quick. Not
That's
exactly
why they
one
liked,
take.
but they liked you,
But
huh?
They like it if you,
that's right.
I have clear articulation.
Yes, it's so hard to do. I'm like, yeah, okay.
And then I stayed on mic and did the character. So hey.
Jesus.
Work.
Okay, so let's name off some stuff you did. So we're looking at the
Oh
table
my gosh.
here.
So
Just what did they come up here to make it easier?
Toby Rama.
Toby
Rama
Rama
is a big one. Everybody loves Naruto.
Okay.
Bane Bloodhoof from World of Warcraft. Chad from Bleach. Sojiro from Persona 5. Little Paul Phoenix, Tekken 8 action.
Jeez.
Garen from League of Legends. Papa Nier from Nier. Ermac from Mortal Kombat.
All right.
And the announcer for 3 of the games.
Yes.
So
here's another question, because
Yeah.
a lot of Comic-Cons, they do this stuff.
All right.
They give you an autograph, and they have it go, and they go, hey, could you put it right here and sign it? How many have tattooed your name to their body?
I have not had it done that.
It will come. You do know that, right?
may. I've seen it happen. And I've been like, wow, okay. Yeah, but I have not signed body parts yet.
All right. So social media,
All right.
Jameson, I want you to get back to all the fans.
right.
They want to reach you. How do they get in contact with you? All
I
fans.
have a Jameson Price public page on Facebook for us old people. Instagram,
not
it's
old.
Jameson Price, at Jameson Price. Twitter, X, whatever it is now, at Jameson Price as well. So it's pretty easy to find me out there.
All right.
And I have a website, jamesonkprice.com, so people can email me on there.
And it's all below if you want to check it out for you
Yeah,
guys. All right.
thank you.
You are awesome, my friend.
All
Thanks
right.
for joining us on it. It's awesome.
That was James K. Price. While you were listening to the interview, I played for AMV in the studio here the new trailer for He-Man and Masters of the Universe. All right, so what did you think about it? $1 million question. Come on.
Yeah, where's She-Ra?
He-Man.
Where's She-Ra?
That's part 2, dude.
She-Ra.
So what'd you think?
What do you think? Let's start with you.
I think that what I saw is they showed enough where they didn't show it like, oh my God, it's so massive and so good, like Tron and the other ones, like then you go in the theater and you're like, and they used their all-star cast was hit in the back. Do you know what I mean? what's his name? Aubrey, whatever his name is, his man at arms, and then we got
Man of Arms. Okay.
I always
Idris Elba is a gorgeous man who
Man at
should have
Arms.
been James Bond.
and Fisto is your Dr. McCoy, the guy from the Bad Boys.
So, I didn't see Fisto's face very
It's
well.
really fast in there.
It's really fast.
I
I know,
love that. They didn't
but
put any of
his
this-
name is not there. So Kristen Wiig is Roboto, believe it or not. So this is the person who was also in the Wonder Woman movie. Prince Adam Nicholas Galtzine has also been playing Prince and other different actors in real life. Camila Mendez is Tila. What do you think of her? She didn't seem very muscular, looks very young. But Skeletor, it was very interesting. He wasn't as buff, Jared Leto.
Yeah,
so
you know,
let's talk
but,
about that.
Everybody says they were on a buff. It was the toys were buff. In an average real world, would anybody be as big as Arnold Schwarzenegger unless they lift? If Adam was such, and excuse me, you bleep me out here, he was such a pussy in the cartoon series, why was he so buff? Did he lift weights? I never saw him lift weights. Why was everyone on that planet?
Well,
all the toys
well,
were
it
just
could be in
the
their
reason why they were
DNA.
all the reason why they were buff was because
The
they
toys
used the
were big.
same mold for everyone. They just changed the heads and stuff around it.
So they're saying that Idris Elba, who plays Man at Arms,
Yeah.
is the key to the emotional core of the film. So, which is one of the things that you were talking about, what brings it all together. Here's my question. At the very end of the trailer, we see Prince Adams, aka He-Man, throw some serious sword moves at the end, battling. So, here's my question. Was he in training all this time? Did he have some mentors?
I don't know. You got to see the movie.
What's going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So if I were to compare, this is what I'm gonna do. There's two '80s movies coming up. We got He-Man, and we got Voltron. If I was gonna put money down, which one was?
So Voltron is really coming.
Yes. If I was gonna put money down, which one was gonna be the bigger blockbuster? I would say it's He-Man. I just have a feeling.
Okay. And then, so Prince Adam is clear that he did come from another planet. So he never forgets about it. He goes back to Earth when he's 10 years old.
So I'm assuming if it's like the cartoon and the original, what they changed, the original comics in the toy was He-Man was just a barbarian out there that did stuff. And then later on, they changed it for a cartoon to sell more toys. Okay. So his mom is from Earth. And his dad is from Eternia. She was on a spaceship and it crash landed on Eternia. Something happened.
Which
okay?
is correct from the animation.
Okay, that's the
Right.
animation. So I'm assuming, the mom had to get him away when there's a war or something, and they had the sword.
Yeah, because Skeletor took over.
He took over and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But there's a lot of people they didn't show. They didn't show the sorceress. She's in it. They didn't show a Ram Man. They didn't do a lot of stuff like that. I don't think they're going to show a lot of it. Not a lot of it. I think they're going to release more as time gets closer. Like they're going to go, oh, snap, it's Ram Man. Oh, snap, there's Trapjaw. They didn't show Trapjaw. They showed Beast Man, and they showed Cringer. They didn't show him as Battle Cat either, too, if you noticed that.
Yeah.
But Cringer wasn't scared. He was throwing some game now. Rawr, you know, like, oh, and we know who else we didn't see? We didn't see Orko, so we don't know. I don't know if Orko's in it. Do you see an Orko if you're looking at IDB?
No,
No
I
Orko.
haven't gone there yet. I'm looking more at Nicholas Galtzine, who is interesting enough. A lot of people are comparing him to Henry Cavill, who would be going against with Voltron. Now, is there any Voltron out there? Actually, I'm kind of more excited about that one.
I saw the previews, but what it reminds me of, Voltron, is, and I love Voltron too, it just reminds me of, like, what movie? The one with the robots in the water. Do you know what I'm talking about? The one where they all had to pile up and work together to fight the big monsters, and it came out like 5 years ago. Do you know what I'm talking about? The
No.
robots versus the aliens, and they're in the bottom world.
Give me a name.
I forgot the name of it. What's his name? The guy from hey, this is what's his name from? Was the scientist in it? He was a scientist.
You're
The guy
you're
from
losing
It's
me.
Always Sunny in
But-
New York. It's Always Sunny in
Talking about
Charlie Day. He was in it. He's the scientist. You know what I'm talking about?
no
BattleBots.
What? You know, you have like 3 computers. You
I
talk
know,
about
but
all
I'm
these
trying to look at
monitors.
you
Well,
to be
while
like,
you're doing that, Travis Knight is the director, and he's also an animator. He's done. This is who's doing this. He did Bumblebee. So if you love Bumblebee in 2018, someone's going to have some problems. So anyway, so we don't see that
Pacific Rim. That's what Charlie Day was in.
Well, yeah, well, who else was in Pacific Rim? Let's see if he knows. It was, you can't say his name, Idris Elba.
Oh, that's right. He was
who
like
plays
the
Duncan, Man at Arms.
That's what Voltron
right.
reminds me of.
So
It
there
looks like.
is the sorceress played by Morena Baccarin. Isn't she the one in Deadpool's girlfriend?
I think so.
Yeah, Charlotte Riley. But Fisto, yeah, who is also Malcolm, is on there. There are some voices. Sashri Samana, who's Susie, a new Earth-based character. Goat Man, Trapjaw, Triclops, Ram Man, and who's seeing. So that's all that I'm seeing for that. But I do have some great news. Are you ready? This is
Allison Brie's Eva Lynn. Who's Allison Brie? That is the girl you were talking about? That's Allison Brie. She's Eva Lynn.
Yeah, Eva Lynn is definitely, we saw that in there. But are you ready for some really good news?
The sorceress is Deadpool's girlfriend.
It is Deadpool's girlfriend. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. She was in that, was it Greenland sequel, and you wouldn't take me to. She-Ra, there is a She-Ra project. Amazon's developing a live-action She-Ra series. It's separate from the He-Man movie, but it's a standalone project and not yet tied directly to the 2026 movie. So She-Ra is coming out.
Are you excited about that?
It depends how it goes. If someone gets some stuff autographed for me. Yes.
Oh, Triclops is in this too.
Yes, I just mentioned that. Were you not and Trapjaw?
I'm just excited. Trapjaw. I want to see how they look.
Okay, so.
Oh wow, I'm excited about this.
Okay, so when is that coming out?
June. Let me see. June. I got June. That's all I remember.
So we have that. We have The Mandalorian. We have Marvel. So it seems like we're going back to other things. Now, right now, Amazon MGM Studios have not put out a trailer yet for Henry Cavill's finishing film. Why do you think that is? Because we have Sterling K. Brown in there, Rita Ora. We have some pretty big names. It sounds like they're still finalizing everything. And there is rumor that a 2027 rollout may be coming. So no official live action. So I think it's not going to come in 2026. They're going to see how well these other movies do. I think that's what's going to happen.
So they're pushing.
Possibly. It's still 2026, but
all right,
this is based on Cosmic Book News.
All right. We got to wrap up the show. Anything you guys need, make sure to always reach us at your nerd side. That's our social media, everything there. Questions, anything like that. If you don't like something or we found something that wasn't, like, no, this is happening. I found this. Send it to us on our social media. We'd like to see it. All right. And follow us. I'll talk to you next week. We'll have another great show for you. And check the website out for all upcoming Comic-Cons and where we're going to be next. All right, my friends. Take care and stay cool as always.